Welcome to my favorite nonprofit radio segment called Nonprofits Care. Their causes are really extraordinary.
My favorite nonprofit, where causes are really extraordinary. Together we can make a difference. You and my favorite nonprofits who care.
Find out how you can make a difference at myfavouritenonprofit.com, where causes are really extraordinary.
You and my favorite nonprofits who care,
Good morning and welcome to our show, Nonprofits Who Care. CARE stands for Causes Are Really Extraordinary. My name is Ralph Grills. I'm the founder of My Favorite Nonprofit, and we have the show every week on Thursdays at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time here on Mile High Radio. My co-host is Lena Nee. Good morning, Lena.
Good morning.
And how are you this morning?
I'm grateful always.
Very good. And I want to introduce our guest for this first segment. We have some special guests here. Jeff Fleck is here, and he's the marketing director for Bikes for Tykes. And then we also have AJ Stapleton with 3T Ministries. And good morning, guys. Good morning. And we're going to talk a little bit about why both of them are here, because they're different nonprofits at one point. But let's start with Jeff. And he said, Jeff, so you're with Bikes for Tykes, right?
Yes.
And tell us a little more about Bikes for Tykes and what do you guys do there?
It's essentially an event, and I started it through my brother-in-law, who is the founder of Realities for Children in Larimer County, and they do a Bikes for Tykes program where every year the program works in that we solicit to the public to donate their gently used or new bikes to participating bike shops.
Right.
The bike shops fix up the bikes, refurbish them, safety test them, then we would pick them up and then we distribute them to usually these kids through our program in Douglas County, his program in Larimer County. And excuse me, I had approached my brother-in-law, seeing the event and having an immediate passion for it. And you just see the child's eyes light up when they walk into a room and they get to choose one of 500 bicycles. It's just amazing.
Well, you like 500 bicycles there?
He does.
Wow. And what's the name of his organization?
His organization is Realities for Children.
Realities, and that's another nonprofit?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So I told him I was interested in running that same program in my area, and he essentially gave me the how-to book. Here's how you do it.
Right.
And I alone decided to do it. Got some bike shops involved, and this will be our 4th year for the event in Douglas County.
And you guys filed as a 501c3?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did it just through my business as a business expense, and as the program began to grow this year, I decided that I need some help and thought I would do a fundraiser and thought I needed to become a 501c3, and through all the powers that be, I actually did create a 501c fund through the Pikes Peak Community Foundation so that we could qualify as a 501c3. Anybody who wanted to make a donation could write it off.
Oh, so it would go to Pikes Peak, and then they would distribute to you guys?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So you're under their umbrella, basically?
Right. But then all the things that have happened in this process, meeting AJ and a young lady with human effect that was amazing in making our program grow, introducing us, getting a very large facility donated to us to warehouse all of these bikes. It's just been amazing.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before we get AJ involved, explain how the event worked and how you were getting the bikes.
Again, we were soliciting to the public. I would pay a marketing, I just, out of my business marketing expense, would promote the event.
So you do like radio advertising, newspaper ads, or?
Predominantly newspaper, flyers, posters, a lot of the HOA newsletters, just to get people to bring their bikes to the bike shops.
So you got involved with the communities?
Exactly.
Communication.
I think that's a huge, important factor of this event, is to have the community involved. They feel like they're a part of it, and it also brings awareness to the whole program.
Oh, very good.
So they donate the bikes to the bike shops. We couldn't do it without. I'm a one-man show. I don't fix a bike. I don't know if I knew how. And I had bike shops that jumped in and fix the bikes for us.
Oh, that's
so
great.
when I picked them up, they were ready for delivery to a child.
Right.
So I would pick them up, put them in storage, and we would have a single day where I would, in the meantime, I'm contacting the agencies and getting lists of kids who need bikes. And then we have an event for those kids.
So like social services and different
Exactly.
places like that,
Right,
right?
the Kemp Foundation, Tennyson Center, different organizations. We bring either agencies, foster parents with their kids, or some of the kids would come, which is huge for us. That's why we do it. We want to see the kids. And they come down, pick out their bikes, and each child gets a brand new helmet with their bike.
Right.
And they get it home.
It's very good, yeah. So would this go on for a period of time that people donate the bikes, or was it just ongoing?
Typically through the 1st of November through about the middle of December. And then we have then we pick them up and have the event.
So it's basically for Christmas time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, very good. Was that planned that way then, or?
It was.
You're like, yeah?
It was, but we were thinking, and I was thinking at one time that maybe we should split it up and do it in spring.
Right.
So that the child's getting a bike and actually could use it right away.
Which makes more sense, yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but either way, to see a child come in and pick up the bike is huge. It's awesome.
Very good.
That feeling is amazing.
Just to see, to bring, if you ask anybody what a bike means to them, I would say 99, if not 100% of them, somewhere in their description would say the word freedom. Because now you get to go beyond the driveway, beyond the block, beyond the street. And knowing what that means to me and to anybody who's ever had a bike and that sense of freedom, to feel like you're giving that to somebody else is amazing. And to see their eyes light up to receive it is amazing.
Yeah, they say actually in giving, the people that they actually are the givers have just as much joy as the people that are receiving,
I would say
or more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because-
I did saw that, the documentary about, on TED Talk, they give 2 groups of people $5 to go spend on themselves, and another group to go spend on someone else, and then they did research on which group was the happiest. It's the one that was going to give to others.
Absolutely.
And the observer also benefits as much as the giver and the receiver.
So these people that are showing up to the event, watching this happen, they're feeling that they're getting a lot out of it as well.
Exactly. The volunteers, we have no lack of volunteers for this event.
Oh, that's excellent.
How'd you guys find each other? It's like a matchmaking appointment.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go to that. How were you guys?
Wow.
What'd you say, AJ?
GOD, I think it's, I believe a lot. Different couple things come to this. Jeff, as we got to talking to know each other, Jeff was telling me that he called me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I was about to launch this. I called him and said, hey, any advice for me? And I'm like, I remember you called me, but he was like, no, we talked. I was like, wow, this is, kind of crazy that maybe 3 or 4 years later we get to meet. But this wonderful lady, Cynthia Edwards, who runs a program, did some work for the Castle Rock fire, doing the fire event that we had early in June. She was raising some money, and they contacted us first year to see if we can help out, and we were gladly helping her out. And, that's where our friendship or our ties came to not even connecting further. But about a month ago, I get a call, actually from her, the first time I talked to her partner, and I get a call from her, and she said, would you be interested in meeting with us? And I'm trying to figure out how this connection came about. In June, she met one of my board members, board member A. And then in October, September, she...
I think I know board member 8.
Yeah. Correct. And then in October, she ran into one of my other board members who was wearing a Project Recycle t-shirt. She goes, hey, you guys do bikes. She connected with them. They called me right away. I'm like going, wow. We ended up in the same room, meeting this lady. I'm like, I really see people that called me 3 months ago. And she goes, yeah, we've never met in person, but it was amazing how, this was meant to be. 3 months later, I was contacted through 2 different sources. The first, one in June and then the other in September.
Right.
And we ended up in the same room, and that's when I met Jeff. From hearing him talk, you can see it. He's got an amazing heart. He does the same thing that we've been doing. We just think that, getting together with him is just like taking this program and going all year round. That's what Project Recycle does for bikes. Now he's only limited to just get that feeling in December.
Right.
He'll have that feeling all year round. And how can you not live without that feeling?
Well, that's great.
It's one of those feelings you can be selfish about. You just feel so good about it.
Exactly. Well, that's one of the reasons I brought you guys on today, because I believe that there's a lot of nonprofits out there that are doing very similar work. And if there's a way to bring these nonprofits together to at least collaborate with each other and be able to use the same resources, they can be much more effective. And that's what we're seeing right here, what you guys are doing.
We first spoke and decided we're doing something so similar, we need to connect. So we started
Right.
collaborating right away. And it was, every time you blinked, this thing changed. After we met, literally, I had just become a 501c3 fund, and I created artwork and a logo for this. And then the next day, we're something completely different.
We never know when things are gonna happen.
And my vision for my little Bikes for Tykes, I'm just a one-man show trying to get bikes to kids.
Right.
And now I'm a team. I
Well, your
have a
vision has
ware-
been broadened by
Exactly.
bringing
I have a
them.
warehouse with bikes in it, and people who come on weekends and work on them. This is an amazing, amazing thing.
Yeah, we're glad to have him. He's a great addition. We just, because of the connections and the things that's been happening, we're donating 21,000 square feet of warehouse space, so we don't work anymore out of the storage units.
Oh, really?
This is, yeah, you guys don't know that, yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
21,000
Congratulations.
square feet of
Yeah.
indoor, it's just,
Is that down here in Castle Rock, or?
it's over 470 and Peoria, 470 and Peoria next to the American Furniture Warehouse.
Oh, okay.
It's, yeah.
That is
it's-
incredible.
I know.
Do you wanna say who donated to them?
Yeah,
Give them credit.
Compart Partners LLC. Do you know the Bryce partners? Tim Bryce, I said, Castle Rock is a real estate agent.
Uh-huh.
He got involved, and then Cynthia Edwards, who, all we had to tell this lady was, this is our wish list. And she goes, you need a space. I said, yeah, we got the Jeff and I can use the space. This is before we combined the entities.
Right.
So Jeff and I can use the space, we work on bikes. He did it for the event in December. I says, when are you gonna get around? 2 days later, she calls me, and she goes, I got your space.
Oh, that's great.
And we went to visit, we drive, yeah, see, it was a human effect. We go up there, we drive up, and then, and I know Jeff is calling, so what suite number? It was just this whole
It's the
16,000.
entire building.
It's a whole building.
The whole building, they let us have.
21,000 square
of
feet.
the whole building. And we're like, okay.
That's awesome.
More
It's
space.
insane. It's amazing.
Talk about
I drove my truck into
Yeah.
the space.
Right.
Before I could back my truck up to the space, open the door, and a bike would fall out because it's so packed.
Right.
This is amazing.
Oh, that's excellent. So this will really allow you guys to grow.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Bicycle
More
village.
kids will be getting bikes now.
Oh, yeah, bicycle
Yeah.
village gives a couple thousand to use some tools and spending tools and stuff like that through Tony's markets.
Mhm.
So we were able to buy, we're sitting now on 9 workstations and 9 sets of tools. So anybody wants to come out, we can run 9 volunteers. Now, this past weekend, we had 10 volunteers at the shop. And even some of the youngsters and kids that were helping us from pumping the tire.
Mhm.
Now we have 9 workstations that people can come out and help out.
Oh, okay. Do you have a schedule on your website for volunteers?
Yeah, 9:01 every Saturday, we're open every Saturday from 9 to 1, every day. By appointment. Monday, we had a group from Regis High School teachers sign up for their community work. They came out and worked from 9 to 1.
Oh, okay.
So if you let us know what day you want to do a project, maybe with a bunch of groups.
So if your office wants to do a project or something, they could come out and do it together, and you guys will schedule
Yeah,
a special
we'll be there to
time for
help
them.
them.
Oh, obviously you have to be there.
Yeah, we'll be there to help them out, kind of coaching through what we need. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes there's people that have enough knowledge. I mean, this guy from Regis had been running a bike shop many years in his younger years, and he's like, I know exactly what to do. So he comes in and he starts fixing bikes, and I don't have to tell him anything.
Right.
And the other group of people that were there.
Where does this tire go?
That's me.
That's not gonna say, that's how the kind of I am too. So we have to figure that one out. So good, there'll be at least some supervision there, right?
Yeah.
You know, when I was
Very
a
good.
kid, I had a Schwinn Stingray, and the chain would fall off and you put it back on. But you want to,
I remember
tighten something
Schwinn's,
up,
yeah.
and you do your thing. But the bikes have changed so much with all the gears.
Yeah, you got the mountain bikes, you got all of this,
Yeah.
with, 20 gears.
I went straight to the bike shops and asked them, can you do this? Because I can't.
What's the contact number in case listeners are?
You can always reach us at 303-523-8229. 303-523-8229. You're always welcome to us at our website at www.etministry.org or the direct link to projectrecycle.org. Bikes for Tykes has its own link right now, but soon enough, by the end of the year, we'll be combining it on both sides. You want to give them that other address?
It's bikesfortykescolorado.org, and it won't go away. Even once we become one, that will just it'll redirect you to the project recycle.
Okay, so it will be just forwarded to the site?
Correct.
And so if
So
somebody
Bike for
has...
Text will become the event, one of the events that for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
We gotta make sure that we capitalize on what Jeff has done all along. We're gonna make sure that the Project Recycles, the program is gonna present the Bikes for Text event. So every Christmas when we put this event together, we hope that we make it even larger than what it's been so far, that it's gonna have that name behind the Bikes for Text event.
That sounds very good.
Now, I also want to say, our first year, I think we did 70 bicycles. Our second year, maybe 120, and last year, 160, 170 kids, not bicycles, but kids.
Mhm.
And,
Which would equate to 170 bicycles, though.
well, we actually had more.
Or you make the kids share.
We actually had more bicycles, and we took our leftovers up to Fort Collins to Realities for Children because they had 500 plus kids and not enough bikes, so we were able to fulfill.
Oh,
that.
so you're helping out your brother's nonprofit as well?
Yes, and
Yeah.
he's helped me out all along, and now it was my chance to finally give back a little bit.
Well, that
But,
works. It's funny how those things work.
I got a call just a few days ago from Douglas County Social Services that I think we normally serve 20, give or take, kids through them the last 3 years.
Right.
And he called me and said that they were connecting with the Arapahoe County and Jefferson County Social Services, and they have about 210 foster homes or foster families. And probably just as many other homes that they made bikes for. And without AJ, this would be totally overwhelming for me. There's no way I could have even said yes. And now I could just say yeah. As a matter of fact, we probably have that many in our storage unit right now.
Wow.
And it's just, this is amazing. This is, amazing.
Yes.
Kids are gonna get bikes.
Well, the universe opens up when the right time is right, and it sounds like this was for you guys.
Yeah, we just gave away 59 bucks last weekend, and we had over 600 still left in storage.
That's
Wow.
great.
So if you have any client for fixing bikes, send a message, you come to the shop. We call it the kickstand. It's a great nickname. We call our shop the kickstand.
Oh, very
We're
cool.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come out on Saturday from 9 to 1, help us out, fix a bike, minor stuff, fix a flat, all the way to, the railers, changes, bottom brackets. So you know what I'm talking about, then come out on Saturday and help us
If
out.
you don't come out and help anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta go to a quick break here, so once we get back from break, we're gonna talk some more. AJ and Jeff here, and then we'll learn more about these bikes for kids.
Welcome to my favorite nonprofit radio segment called Nonprofits Care. Their causes are really extraordinary.
Welcome back to my favorite nonprofit segment called Nonprofits Who Care. Causes are really extraordinary. I'm here with my co-host Elena Nee.
Good morning.
Hi, Elena. And before we go back to our next guest, I just want to make a quick announcement. This Saturday on November 3rd, the Bedrock Foundation and the Habitat for Humanity of Metro Denver is doing an event at the Hyatt Regency. And they're having two really cool bands. They have Chris Daniel and the Kings, if you guys remember them. They've been really around here for a while. And they're going to have Hazel Miller Band. So they've got some really well-known bands. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be at 5:30 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency, and the tickets are $75. And you can go to Habitat of Humanity Metro Denver at their website for the tickets. So that should be a real fun event. We'll be there. We look forward to seeing you all there. And we're back with our guests. We have Jeff Fleck, and Jeff, you were with Bikes for Tykes, right?
Correct.
And then AJ Stapleton. Jeff had to think about that for a minute. Yes, I think I am with them.
I'm with so many different things.
Yeah, okay. Because now you're with AJ. And AJ is with Free Teen Ministries, but he has a special project for bikes for kids under that program called Recycle Project. Is that correct, AJ?
Project Recycle, yes.
Yeah, Project Recycle. And so you guys have gotten together and you kind of formed this collaboration. You're actually going to be merging together and creating one organization, which now you can really service a lot more kids with bikes. So tell us more about what you guys are planning to do for the future. Is there any events coming up, or how you plan on doing that together?
Jeff?
Which one wants to take that? Jeff or?
The Bikes for Text program is actually coming up. And
Well, I know that's going to be.
today, November 1st, is actually the official first day for donations.
Really? This is the kickoff day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there's Castle Rock Bike and Ski in Castle Rock, the Country Peddler in Castle Rock,
Uh-huh.
and 3 of the Metro Denver area bike source locations. If you want to donate a used bike, they'll fix them up. Or if you want to donate a new bike, they'll make sure it's safety tested for the kids to receive. We'll pick them up, take them to the warehouse, and on the date given, we'll distribute them to kids in the community.
Very good. And then AJ, are you guys going to continue to work with the bike shops? Or how's that going to work out since you got now your own facility where you can repair bikes?
That's the greatest thing. Jeff was able to talk with Mike, with the marketing manager for Bike Source, and he loved the idea of collecting bikes for us all year round. So from now on, they will be collecting bikes. Any bike that's brought into the shop, they'll call us, we'll come and pick them up. We do our rounds every Wednesday. So that opens the possibility for us to, to expand Jeff's program into all year round activity. We're doing this month, the bike shops fix them. All year round, when we get those bikes, we'll be able to fix them in our facility.
Oh, okay.
Part of the timing of this, as we were saying earlier, is this is a slower season for the bike shops. They're not typically doing tune-ups and that sort of thing as
Right.
much as normal. So
Yeah, we're getting the winter months and
so
stuff.
they're
They have
able
time,
to do our
yeah.
bikes. Now, once our Bikes for Tykes program is over, we typically don't take any more donations because it fills up all our space with bikes that are not fixed.
Right.
Well, this is the solution. Now, through Project Recycle, we can collect bikes year-round, even after our program is over, and repair them ourselves on weekends.
With all that space, bring it on.
Bring it on,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It looks so small now.
I bet.
I know, it's like we have 600 bikes and we spread them out, and you couldn't even take a corner of the whole space.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 1,000 square feet is huge.
Incredible. I mean, you can teach kids how to ride their bikes in there.
Yeah, you have a bike training program.
We've been talking a lot of things in there, putting a little ramp inside and having the kids come out and do a little, bike shows. There's, the sky's the limit. As long as we have the availability, the space available to us, we're going to try to utilize it for the benefit of the children as much as we can.
That's great. Well, it's kind of like Project Here, which you guys know. They have a warehouse that's huge, full of medical supplies. And they started out with just a few, and now look at them today. So I could envision you guys getting to be where that is going to be too much, not enough space for you.
Oh,
We have to expand more. How's that?
that would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Something like that would have to be unbelievable. I told Jeff, he said, we're going to have an excess of kids this year. I'm like, you know what, if we get rid of all 600 bikes that are there, I'll be having them. I don't want to carry inventory to make sure. I want it to be like, I have to work harder now to go get more bikes.
So just keep it revolving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For me, that would be the thrill. If 600 kids showed up that truly need a bike,
Yep.
let's do it.
That's the way it is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hold on to inventory. That's just no good to hoard bikes. I didn't want to hold on to them. I want to get them out to the kids. So,
Which is why we need everybody there every Saturday.
Yeah.
Get those bikes ready.
Yeah. What about Tony's Meats Market? Are you still doing things with them then, or?
Oh yeah, huge. There's great supporters. Tony.
Because you just had an event with them, didn't you?
Yeah, we just had our event end of October. We had, and it was just a lot of wonderful things. They raised some money for us. It raised about $3,600 for Take Main Street.
Oh, that's great.
They had about 280 riders that day.
So they kind of did like a tour of all the Tony Meats
Yeah,
Markets.
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Like, stop at every Tony's Meat, eat a little bit, and keep riding. And
So most people didn't lose weight that day.
yeah.
All those good meats, yeah.
Oh man.
I've been over there, that's a great place.
It's amazing, great support.
What, they have like 4 locations?
4 locations downtown, Dry Creek and Colorado Boulevard, Castle Pines, and then the one in Wadsworth and about Bellevue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 locations.
Very cool.
Yeah, really great support of ours. Can do a lot of this stuff without it.
Yeah.
You guys inspired adults to ride their bikes too, because it's incredible. I think more people should be on their bikes than in the car.
We pray that we do. We pray that we do it. I love it when I go to an event and I have the parents just, can I get a bike too so I can ride with my kids? I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
That's not even.
Oh, that
a question.
makes, yeah.
Here, have a bigger size, let's do it.
so you don't just take kids' bike.
We take tricycles up to adult any size.
Any type of bike.
Some of the kids that come to pick up their bikes aren't, you envision Bikes for Tykes, but they're teenagers who need transportation sometimes as well.
Right.
I get to school faster on my bike than in the car. I mean, I live downtown.
Because you're downtown, yeah.
Yeah, literally, I was late. Every time I drive, I'm late because I have to find parking. When I'm on my bike, it goes straight to the bike rack and then walk up into the class. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's great for exercise and all that. Sometimes this summer, what we like to do is we were holding on to a lot of cruiser bikes. We're going to fix them up, and then what we want to do is we want to just call you and say, hey guys, we're going to be Castle Rock, we're going to go from ice cream store to ice cream store, come on, jump on the bike, and we'll give you a bike so you can cruise out to the town, so on and so forth. We'll do that coming up next year.
Okay. Somebody's giving us a little signal over here.
Boss is
Yeah, Haas is in the studio.
He's smiling. He's smiling. That's gonna be something good.
Yeah, we
there.
don't see him smile very often, so something was.
Yeah, so it'll be cruiser bike, so we'll call
Yeah.
you, we'll send a text, we're probably gonna try to do like a tweet or some way somehow, we haven't figured it out yet, and then we wanna be in every parade. We'll come out with our, Project Soccer t-shirts, we'll come out with the cruiser bikes, and just bring in 200 cruiser bikes, and, if you wanna join us, be part of the parade.
Oh, great.
All right, right on.
Oh, that's where he, I was wondering what's getting that smile on his face.
Ice cream is code for, pub chasing.
Yeah. Well, one thing I want to do before we sign off with you guys is, AJ, you've been just recently awarded the 7 News Hero. Tell us a little more about that and how you got that award.
Oh, man, you can't achieve any of that stuff without the people around you.
Mhm.
I truly believe it. I mean,
Well, you're very gracious.
starts with my wife. If I didn't have my wife's support in everything I do, when I'm done every Saturday, to my kids' support, and they come and fix bikes with me at times, none of this happens, and I mean, God is much greater than I am, and so for me to receive something like that, I want to be as transparent as I can be. I want to make sure that people understand that it is not me, it is the project, the things that I do that matter, the people that we touch, their lives, and that's the reason why we come out and we talk here with you on the radio. That's the reason why we go in places, we meet with people. It's not because of what we get, because we don't collect a dollar. Jeff has the same mentality. We don't take a dollar, we put our money in our pockets. For
So
me to
it's a
see
volunteer
that-
position
yeah,
for both of you.
Yeah, someday it can grow to something different, but for
Mhm.
now, this is what I feel I'm called to do, and I'm enjoying doing it. And being recognized for it is like, it's a great experience. I can't lie about it. It's really can touch the ego. But I try to tell myself that nothing's changed, because, I still put my head down and fix a bike one at a time. And when I'm done, watching the kid's face for me is just, it's just my biggest gift. I'm
Right.
very selfish when it comes to that. If I want to give my kids some joy, I just want to watch a kid's face when they receive a bike.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I'm done. Okay, perfect. I'm back to, to reality. I'm back to being able to go ahead and go fix and work on another bike.
Yeah, but I think by getting that award, it just shows that the public sees what you're doing as a great value out there,
Right.
helping these kids. And so they're saying, hey, AJ, kudos for you for doing this, because not everybody does things like this. And you're willing to take that, charge and do it. I'm really impressed with that.
Thanks, amen.
Yeah.
I just hope that,
Yeah.
people know that I appreciate them as much as they appreciate me. There's so many volunteers. It's unbelievable, and then people keep coming in to help in one way or another, doing an event, or fixing a bike, or even, saying, hey, can I go pick something up for you, or can I drop you off? People be dropping bikes and for years, people be dropping bikes in front of my house. I come home and I'm like, okay, I have no idea who just dropped 2 bikes, but there's 2 more kids' bikes, and it was like that for years. So it's all those unsung heroes that truly are who matter. All those people that every time they were out there, they thought about me. They
Yeah.
thought about what we did. And so I'm like, I'm glad to be the face of it,
Right.
but I'm glad that I can put it back on, and I'm given a microphone to be able to tell. It's because of everything you guys do, that 3T, that Project Recycles, being able to be recognized, not just me.
Right.
And it's a blessing.
But the thing that you're doing is causing people to want to get involved, so that's what I really give you kudos for.
Thank you.
Same with Project Cure, and they have, basically 98% of what they receive goes into their project, because they're mostly volunteers in that organization. And then people see when they're doing a cause that really makes a difference out there, they want to be behind you and get involved with it. And it sounds like Channel 7 got a hold of it, and you guys actually, when was that aired? In October, right?
Yeah, it was, funny thing, it was the 30th of September, that was a Sunday, we did the Tony's Ride. Next Monday morning, a buddy of mine calls me in, and kind of tricks me into coming to the church to leave him to unload something. I'm like, dude, I gotta go to work. He's like, come on, help me out, let's go fix a bike. I've been out of town, I really wanted to help you fix bikes. I'm like, so I put on my.
So they got you on the bike.
Oh, I put on my Project Recycling t-shirt, because that's what I wear every time I go fix bikes.
Right.
And I tell my wife, she goes, oh, your calendar's clear, you have nothing in the office. I'm like, oh, how convenient, this is great, I want to take the day off. We wrote the day before, and I show up to the church, and I'm in the bottom, and they tell me to come upstairs. So I come upstairs, there's a camera coming on me, and I'm going, okay, this is freaky.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, and it was just amazing.
FBI.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like, what?
So everyone was on in
I
on
see.
it.
Oh, and everybody was wearing a Project Recycle
Awesome.
bike jerseys.
Oh, really?
and t-shirts. They were, it was like, wow, just coming to see, I see my parents, I see my wife. I'm looking for my wife for like half an hour. I'm like, it's like, it was just so
That's
amazing.
amazing, yeah.
It was a feeling beyond words. We got, and then the thing was gonna air 2 weeks after, but in between that and the time it aired, we got that warehouse, met, Jeff, we just Oh, it's just, I don't know, it gives you the chills to know all the wonderful things that just been happening.
Mhm.
You know, it's a Godspeed, it's in God's time, and I truly believe in that. I mean, I
Exactly.
could have pushed it, I could have pulled it, I could have dragged it, and it wasn't gonna work until it was supposed to work. And right now, it's working.
That's excellent. Because I remember I went to your Comedy Works where you had a fundraiser event there, and you raised a bunch of money there, so it sounds like things are really going well for you guys.
Yeah, thank God, you know, like any nonprofit, we have the same issues, you know, it's, you know, your cash flow is always low.
Mhm.
We get a lot of things donated, volunteer time and all that, but we can always use some of that. December 4th is coming, the giving day, with every dollar you.
Yeah, Carl Gives Day.
Yeah, we're part of that, we were
Oh,
actually
good.
accepted this year, so we're wonderful, we're part
Excellent.
of Carl Gives Day. So December 4th, any dollar you donate to a nonprofit can be inflated by the substantial amount of money that First Bank has in a pool of money.
Yeah, First Bank does the matching thing, don't they?
It's not right just a matching, because there's so much money available, and so the value of your dollar will go up, depending on how much money is donated that day. But
Excellent.
it's huge, I mean, if I get an extra penny for every dollar, or 10 cents for every dollar, that's money, you know, it's money.
Just if you get $1,
Yeah.
that's the money, yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
excellent thing, and so, you know, we're one of those nonprofits, we're just blessed to be able to participate that day. So if you're looking for a cause to give, and you can help us on December 4th, I would ask for you to go ahead and log into our website, www.3tministry.org. Click on the link on the right-hand side for donation, and you can pre-set up for December 4th.
Very
You
good.
don't have to, wait till the 4th, you can pre-set it up today.
So you can go in there anytime and you donate, and that'll help you for the December 4th date.
It will, it will.
Yeah,
It will
okay,
help us.
very good. Well, Jeff, it was very nice to have you on here.
Thank you.
We really think you guys are doing great work, AJ Stapleton and Jeff Beck, and they are going to be part of the 3T Ministries here on Nonprofits Who Care, Causes Are Really Extraordinary. Thank you for being our guest today.
Have a great
Thank you for
day.
having us.
My favorite non-profit, where causes are really extraordinary. Together we can make a difference. You and my favorite non-profit, non-profits who care.
Find out how you can make a difference at myfavouritenonprofit.com, where causes are really extraordinary.
You and my favorite